All right, continuing on with the computer-based pedalboard build, which is currently on a 32 by 16 pedal train. What's it called? But the Classic Pro. It's 32 inches by 16 inches, and that's just way too big. It's got 4 expression pedals on it right now, which is awesome, but I can do with 3. I mean, I'm still spoiled with 3, right? So I'm gonna move down to a 24 by 12 and a half board, which is the same dimensions as the Classic 2 now, but it's an older pedal train board. I don't think it's actually a Classic 2. It doesn't have the slot in the front, which may or may not make trouble, but if it's really a problem, I'll just order a Classic 2 or maybe a Junior Max, so I can I have a Junior Max with my Helix on it right now, and if I had the Junior Max, I could put 4 pedal boards on, but we'll see how this goes. First, I can't find my scissors, which is a bummer. I mean, I got some little scissors, but I'm gonna need to cut some dual lock, and without regular scissors, that's gonna be tricky. And I'm sure they're here somewhere, but who knows? You know, I don't really have knives. I got X-Acto knives around, but I can never find them. I'm really bad with sharp objects, so. First I want to check out. So, my main pedal board, I use the Shure GLX-D 16 Plus, which I like. I don't like paying for the batteries for it. But so far my battery's done okay. I ordered 2 batteries when I got it. One was a refurbished battery, but that one never seems to work. I never sent it back to Sweetwater, but what I like about the GLX D16 is it's small, and I don't have to carry regular AA batteries or anything. On my computer-based pedal board, I have Line 6 Relay G50, which needs AA's, and I've sent it back to Line 6 so many times. I think 3 times. I've always had trouble with it, just the display dying. So XVive, which I didn't use before for a couple of reasons. I know the latency was extra high. Now they're saying there's only 1 millisecond higher latency on their P58 system than on the GLX D16 Plus. The other problem I had with XVives is the early days. I'm not sure if XVive had this problem. I think they did. You couldn't use them with active pickups. We'll see about this one. So this is one of the things I really like about this is allegedly. Well, let's take it apart and see. Okay, so there is an input jack here, which is nice. So if your wireless dies, you just plug into the input jack, you're ready to go. If you've been following this build, I had something kind of weird going with my input, but I'm not going to need that because the G50 doesn't have an input jack. This one does. So this has the output has a true bypass or buffer. Probably just going to leave this on buffer. We'll see. So here, this I like a lot because on my guitars, let me show you. For holding the Shure wireless transmitter, I'm using 3M dual lock, and it's just it's Velcro, not Velcro, but it's dual lock on the other side, and I just slap it on there, which is cool. But there's still a cable to worry about. There's, you know, it's kind of scary. These guys are so convenient, unless it flies out of your guitar. Like if it pops out, that's a problem. So I'm going to actually try that right now. It's not the most secure feeling in the world. But man, it is so much more convenient. Okay, so got an on-off switch, a channel mode switch, and a USB-C input. See if this comes with a power supply. I already have a 1 spot on here, so I don't think I really need the power supply, but maybe I'll put that in there too. So here's the instructions. Here's the power supply for now. I don't know how this is going to charge. This thing have a Nice. Okay, perfect. I might leave it like this. I have some right angle USB connectors that might help actually. But I'm going to fire this up. What I want to know right away is the latency going to be super objectionable? And will it work with the active pickup? And I'll try it with both blackouts and EMGs. Let's see. Let me just plug this in. Okay. I see a 1. Plug in this. I haven't read any manuals yet. I think you're supposed to put it in active mode. I'm not sure if that really matters, but there we go. What's going on here? So do I have to have mute, or can I leave the tuner on without the mute? So I think that's bypass. I don't know what this 1 means. Maybe that's the channel. Maybe we should read this. And this board's going to use XVive U45 or possibly XVive U45D, the new version of their 5.8 gigahertz pedal. Now, one thing the GLX D16 Plus definitely has better is that it can use both 2.4 gigahertz or 5.8 gigahertz. This is 5.8 only. I'm not really interested in 2.4 only. You guys think you probably know why. Let's look in the instructions here. So man, manuals are so bad. Okay, I am at halfway through the manual and I have yet to understand anything. Okay, here's the transmitter. Active passive LED. Channel scan button. Whenever the green. Okay, so we got I'm trying to see if the tuner can have a not a mute. Oh, yeah. So this says it has an open battery compartment door. So you could theoretically change out the battery. So that's the problem in a lot of these like integrated units. When the battery dies, it's history. And I know people have fixed the U4s before, but this one says it has a changeable battery. We'll see. Okay, tuner function introduction. Tells you how to use it. Scan for the best channel. No, is there any way to use the tuner without the mute? Don't see if there's a way to actually use to turn off the mute on the tuner. There's not really any switches or anything on here, so there's probably no way. Okay, so let's figure out how to. Okay, press and hold the channel button on the receiver for 3 seconds to enter channel scan mode. That didn't seem to do it. Maybe I have to pair it first. Okay, the A58 transmitter has both active and passive modes, making it compatible with all pickups from passive to high output actives. Press and hold the transmitter's channel button for 3 seconds to turn on active mode. Do I have to do that every single time I do this? That is a problem. So I'm going to hold that down. And the A button is on. All right, I'm going to turn this off, and I'm going to unplug it, actually. And when I turn it back on, is the active mode going to be on? That's going to suck if not. That's going to be a serious hamper. All right. I don't know what these buttons mean. That's okay. So let's try and pair it. I see this green RF button now that we didn't see before. Okay. Quick start. Yeah, my computer-based pedal board, I have it so when I pull my volume pedal back, it mutes the, well, obviously the volume pedal's back, so the outputs can be muted, and the tuner shows. So I don't really need tuner mute. I would like to not have tuner mute. So that's a minus on here. I'd like the tuner mute to go away. Okay. Plug the transmitter. Pair the transmitter. We're making sure they're set to the same wireless channel. Let's go sing the same thing a couple times. It's another A58. No, I don't care about that. Just want to pair this. Okay, let's see. Plug the transmitter into the output jack of your guitar. We'll do that. And in fact, we're going to test this with the DI and see if it's okay with the active input. Okay, well that just changed something. When I plug that in, it seemed to do something. I'm gonna plug into the guitar. Try the blackouts first, I guess. I don't know how charged this thing is. I don't know how to tell how charged it is actually. So, you know, some people do complain that this is kind of a it's easy to break these things, just like kind of a plastic thing sticking out of your guitar. We'll see. I mean, 6 of one, half a dozen of the other with a cable, and it's coming all the way out onto the strap and everything. I think this is actually more convenient for me, but we'll see. I may end up just breaking it. Okay. So plug the transmitter into the output jack of your guitar bass instrument using a 1/4-inch instrument cable. Blah, blah, blah. Pair the transmitter and receiver, making sure they're set to the same wireless channel. So let's try that channel scan again. Yeah, I can't get it to channel scan. Let me try it with the tuner off. Okay, 3 seconds. 1001, 1002, 1003. Channel scan is not happening. Why is that? Well, I'm just going to pair them for now. So it says channel select. It's on 1 right now. So probably whenever the green RF LED on the receiver is on, the transmitter and wireless or receiver are successfully paired. Here. That is channel 25, I think. There we go. Seems pretty good. Let me I'm gonna turn off the active mode. Let's see how much worse that is. Okay, I can't turn off active mode. I'm hearing a little bit of crunchies. Let's try that again. Put active mode back on. Perfect. Okay. Let's throw Helix Native on and get an idea how this latency feels. You know, I'm going through an audio interface. I'm at so I'm I can't remember, like 10 seconds, 8 seconds right now, plus this. So I'm around 13 milliseconds probably, just on the latency chain that we got right here. See how bad this is. Shoot, 1 second. Sorry, 1 second. Okay, so what I figured out is just like the transmitter, what they don't tell you in the manual is that you can only do some of these operations right when you turn the stuff on. Boy, I'd love to have this tuner not muted. Okay, this whole thing needs to be tightened up a little bit. Hold on. One of the things I like about that scalar SureClaw, I can deal with that stuff pretty quick. Still low. Let's see about. All right. Let's try it with the 707s. EMG time. I feel like I'm missing a little bit of gain. Test that theory. Turn this on Reaper so we can see it. Oops. That's guitar straight in. Notice no distortion. Okay. So this is a little bit lower. I think. Let's see. Let's just look for a peak here. Okay, so -9. Okay, so it lost 8 dB by using this thing. which I'm sure we can make up for somehow. So I'm going to take this out of active mode. Okay, so here's passive mode, and let's see what we're getting for level. But I think this is going to distort. And this is still drastically quieter. I think I hear it distorting a little bit. It's not anything horrible. Feeling the latency. With the Shure system, I don't have any level loss. That's actually, I should really double check that with this. I'm not 1000% sure. I'm not sure why we'd lose so much. I wonder, does the buffered? I don't know if that makes any difference when it's not bypassed. So I'm losing at least 6 decibels, which I can make up for in gain, but that is going to bring up the noise. And the other thing is with the active off, I think with the blackouts, it was causing distortion. If there's any distortion there, I'm not hearing. It's not bothering me. Let me get the blackouts again. Yeah, this is half the price of the Shure, maybe even a little bit less. And you know, no battery hassle, no cable hassle, no figuring out how to put it on your strap hassle. So there's pluses on here. Yeah, that's definitely distorting. So it's overloading the input on here. So I'm going to put this back in active mode. Yeah, I'm not the Shure. I don't have any trouble with the gain. That's one of the reasons I bought the Shure systems, because the Line 6 system distorts no matter what. Hold on. That might be distorting. Maybe it's just blackouts distort. Take it out of active mode. It definitely distorts. I don't know that I mind it. Let's see. Let's try it in actual use. Yeah, one thing I want to try real quick. I'm going to plug in and bypass this sucker. a drummer bought me this cable for my birthday. Very awesome. Always use more cables. You need to find presents for a musician, you can always buy them more cables. They're not gonna, even if they have the same cable, they're not gonna complain, ever. If they do, they're idiots, don't talk to them anymore. So we're getting a max of minus 7.1 with the, ooh, okay, so that turns it off. I wonder if the tuner still works. Yep, okay, cool. So let's see if this distorts. Oh, it's perfectly clean, but does it drop the level? Oh, see, this thing is dropping a ton of level. That's a problem. Turn on the buffered, see if it's on right now. It's on true bypass right now. I'm gonna turn it on buffer. Yeah, so we are losing a pile of level going through the transmitter. Now, battery could be dead. I don't know how you can tell. That's a possibility. I can tell you, unlike the Shure GLX D16 Plus, this is not a replacement, as far as I can tell, for a cable. You can't just use your exact same settings. You're gonna have to boost the gain by quite a lot, actually. With the with it in active mode, I think I'm like 9 decibels or something. Hold on, let's see. That's not cool. Let's look at this again. Okay, so about 6 dB at least. And let's see what this does to the noise and everything. So I'm going to put this on. I'm going to look at this gate. Oh, you can't tell on this version. Shoot. Well, I'm just going to turn this up 6 dB and see what happens. Okay, I do feel the latency, but I do feel the latency when I'm plugging into the Shure as well, when I'm going through the computer. So not sure that matters. Let's just look at the rhythm again. Okay. We'll give it a try. Got it from Amazon, so if I don't like it, I guess I can send it back. But so far, not too bad. I'm going to charge this thing while we're doing the rest of this. Okay, so here we go. These guitars out of the way. Like I say, one of the great things about this is you don't have to figure out how to put it on your strap. Just plug it into your guitar and go. That's awesome. I don't like the level. The level drop is lame. The mute being undefeatable, as far as I know, is lame. Otherwise, pretty cool. We're gonna try it. All right, so let me get this out of the way. It's charging. I don't know how to tell how much charge it is. Maybe when it's not charged, it's not transmitting. Yeah, it kind of sucks that it drops so much level. All right. This junk over here right now. Get back to the overhead projector, and there we go again. Okay, hold on. Let me fix this. I should ask the AI how to fix this for real. Turn off the autofocus. There we go. Okay. Okay. I wish I knew where my my scissors were, but I live dangerously with the little scissors. Get the pedal board out. Okay, there we go. Okay, so this is a 32-inch by 16-inch pedal board. And I am going to be putting everything on this 12.5-inch by 24-inch pedal board. All right, so one of the things you're going to get rid of is the Shure PSM 300. That's a really good in-ear monitor system, but again, you're carrying AA batteries around. I don't want to do that. They do make a Shure rechargeable for it, but it's a bajillion dollars and Amazon won't deliver it here, so kind of moot. All right, so here's the monitor. I'm just going to start taking this board apart. And I'm using like a cheapo $20 Amazon analog to digital converter for the guitar input into the RME interface. I have several of these RME interfaces, and I'm like, why am I using this slow focus rate? This focus rate's okay, but the RME drivers outclass it by so much, it's not even funny. So I think I'm going to put the converters on the underside of the pedal board if I can. I want them out of the way. I'm going to put some of these volume knobs on the front. You know, come to think of it, one of the problems that I have with just using this Amazon's $20 Amazon converter is I'm overloading the input. I suppose if I had a passive guitar, this wouldn't work very well. So I put this volume knob in there to turn down the input, but I'm not going to need that, I don't think, because we're losing so much level off of that thing anyway. So, all right, I'm going to take these off. Take the computer out. That's the computer's power supply. Computer. This is the heart of it right here. It's that Mac Mini. Really like this Pain Audio MIDI Captain pedal board. It's cool. MIDI pedal controller. Okay, I need to number these so I don't mess this up. Dual lock is no joke, man. Mark these on the bottom. And I'll probably end up changing to another type of pedal board, but so far this Vexpress is working okay. So I'm only going to put one of these on this board, I think. I don't think they'll both fit. Maybe, who knows? If they were going out the top, maybe they would, actually. This Do-Re MIDI is a converter from the expression pedal to MIDI. keep these together because I made these cables special. I might need to use other ones, so I might need to make them longer. Cable. Ooh, that's weird. I wonder why that disconnected like that. That's scary. Take the converter off. Oh man. Oh god, dual lock is tough. One of the things that kept me from using the smaller pedal boards is that the feet hit, or the patch panels that I use hit the ground. I can't have that. But Bestronics sent me something. These feet, they raise the feet, and we'll see how that works with the pedal board bag. My pedal board bag is pretty messed up, so I may be ordering another one. If I do, I'll get a Junior Max. It's 4 inches wider, but I can put all 4 pedals on there, which is kind of cool. I have several knobs for the outputs. I have one for headphones, one for FR out, maybe one for mains out. So shouldn't need that, but you never know. Where is this cable? Just get the rest of this stuff out. Oh man, I don't want to break this. Oh man, unreal. Dual lock is awesome. This is why we use it. But yeah. What else we got on here? It's the wireless. Okay. Start snipping. And I'm gonna have to take this power supply off eventually. Hopefully I have my extender things, or the multi-output things for the one spot. It may not. That's gonna be a problem actually. Start taking cables out. Ooh, that's gonna be fun to change out. All right. I'm using a phantom blocker on my FR send. I really shouldn't, except for that's the one that I send to my computer in here, so it's a bummer wasting it on there. I'm using an El Cheapo one on my other pedal board for the output. So I have my phantom blocker for my jacks to. Yeah, I gotta rethink this. Okay. I could order more phantom blockers, but the cheap one I use, I'm not sure about. It might not be that great. It seems okay. I thought I tested it; it seemed okay, but not 1,000,000% sure. I got a lot of clipping to do. I don't want to break a wire. Array MIDI system. Now I have so many of these one spots. I should have extra of those multi-out things. I think they come with them when you buy them brand new, but I'm not sure. I may not. So I gotta get out of here. Opening up the hot glue gun for this. There's a lot of zip ties. A lot of chopping up. A lot of cables under here. I don't know. Let's see if I can't clean this up. But some of the stuff is so long and just doesn't need to be. There's a couple candidates for really shortening stuff, but I'm not really thrilled about doing that if I can help it. I've got a USB and a MIDI converter in here, and it's only because the software for my MIDI foot controller doesn't send MIDI back out over USB. But that might change in a future update, so hopefully I can get rid of that. So I want to be able to control my FR level independently of my main out level. I mean, that's kind of the point. So I have to think about how I'm controlling for phantom power and everything. I guess I don't need a phantom power blocker on my FR if I'm real smart about it, and because I'm going to have a volume control for the mains, so I might be okay. All right, I'm a little scared on which USB cable I'm using for what, because I know some USB-Cs are different than others. But yeah, we'll burn that bridge when we get there. So this is starting to clean up. Oh, might be making use of my new drill. Yay. A lot of stuff hot glued here that might be making some trouble later on. Yeah, it's actually making trouble now. Oh, I do have some self-tapping screws. That's good. I'm going to put this back in. Hey, it's a PSM 300 power supply. Now, this is a really good in-ear monitor system, so I'm just trying to make things smaller is all. That was scary. Getting there, getting there. Mini power supply. I think that's everything for the converter. So crazy, I'm using $20 converters, man. Like, I was looking around for other converters. There's just nothing small like that. There used to be tons. I could have put them on the underside of the board. Almost there. Take the, yep. So I could use the one spot if I can find the stuff. I could use the one spot to power both the wireless and the. Wait, what else do I have to power with 9 volts? Oh, I don't think I have to power anything. Well, we'll see if the one spot can work for the wireless. Yeah, I think that's all. Do I have anything else that's 9 volt? Shoot, yeah, I guess I don't need the splitter cable thing for it. Whatever. I think that's everything. So now I got to get the thingamabobbers. Let me get my hot glue gun ready. Or am I even going to need it? I may not need it. Let's hope I don't need it. Rather not hot glue anything. Okay. So I got to get these screws out. There's at least 2 of them. There might be 3. So I might have to take all these jacks out. And some of them aren't going to be pleasant about it. Let's do that now. Some of these won't be going back in, I don't think, actually. May not need them. Probably going to be soldering some stuff. But I like excuses to use my new soldering iron. I love that thing. I really, really love using it. I could desolder this, but I'm hoping I can get this jack out of here. I'm probably not going to use it again. Unnecessary for what I'm doing. So, I need to get to these 3 screws, which you can't see, to these. Might be able to do it with that screw gun, but I just bought a corded drill finally. That should be a better deal. If I can get it in there. Barely. Okay, so the reason I had to put the bigger feet on that other one is because on this board it's fine, but on the smaller boards, this hits. And I'm thinking I probably only needed to either put it on the bottom or on the top. I don't need to put taller feet everywhere because I don't mind the taller feet. It's just that it's going to make it harder to put in the bag. That's the issue. Shut Reaper up. Probably have to charge this thing. I gotta find some USB-C cables to charge this screwdriver thing. It says it's all green. I don't know. This is so slow. Let's do it. Or is this gonna wreck stuff? It's got aluminum chunks. Oh, well, see, that's stripping. Yeah, don't do that. Okay. Okay, so theoretically, I should not need phantom power blocker on my FR out. I'm kind of scared not to have it. Maybe I should just order some more of these Amazon things. It's like a really cheap DI. I should have ordered it before. Let me do that real quick. This was dumb. I should have ordered more of these. Super cheap, easy to deal with. We'll just leave it off for now, and I'll put it on there when I get it. I gotta find the one I ordered. Oh yeah, here it is. Oh, it went up. Man, everything's gone up in price. Sheesh. Is this the one I used? Not even XLR. It's 1/4 inch. Man, I really want an XLR one. So this is half the price of the Triton Phantom blocker already. Let me see. Okay, Triton Audio. Yeah, it's only twice that price. I'm just gonna buy another one of those. Fescom. Let me see if there's a cheaper one. Oh, Sescom makes one for 21 bucks. No, $21 for shipping. Okay, yeah, I'm just gonna buy the good one. Probably gonna put that on my other. Thursday. Oh, it's gonna come this week. Okay, good. All right, goodbye. All right. Want to get jacks out of here. This thing is so light without any stuff on it. I'm hoping I'm gonna make it a little bit lighter anyway. Not sure what size drill bit to use with these screws. Let's see. Hoping to ride my bike today, so I may leave before this is anywhere near done, but we'll see. Okay, so much smaller. So now when I put these jacks on with these giant feet, I don't know if you can see, these feet are like, man, they're like at least 3/4 of an inch bigger. Oh man, this machining is horrible. Like it's gonna hit no matter what. Unless I push it out to the side, which I really don't want to do. Kind of want to grind down these welds. Oh, this sucks. I don't think it's gonna hit, but let me get my leveling beam. Well, that's not going to hit even if I leave that lump there. Okay, so that's nice. But I think if I did only do the one of the legs, it would probably still hit. All right. Maybe not. I don't know. Real quick, see if we can't file this down some. Oh, the other problem is, so this is the older version of the pedal train. There's not a slot here. The newer ones have a slot, so I can put the cables out the top. May not matter in this case, but that might be a problem. I might just order another one, just because the bag for this one is dead. And the bags cost almost as much as the whole pedal board. That's not super bad. This is the inside though, so it's gonna go over there. I'm just gonna keep grinding this down a little bit. I should have a power tool to do this, but actually I probably do. I got a Dremel somewhere. That would probably do it. That's acceptable. This side's just not as bad at all. Okay, so let's put these in. Where's the other side? What did I do with, oh, the other jack plate right here. Okay, so this is the aluminum shavings, not what I want in all my parts. I'll flatten this out just because. All right, so probably gonna use my punch. I just don't know what size hole to drill for this thing. Definitely don't want to snap them. I don't want it too big either. I don't want to come loose. Start there. Yep. Super scientific like. Cross your fingers. Uh-oh. This chuck may not get skinny enough for this. Oh no, there it goes. Okay. That punch worked. Right place. May as well do the other side now while I'm at it. Okay, so this is in. Okay. Oh, I gotta remember to take my blood pressure. I'm gonna grind this down a little bit more. That will do. There's a lot of metal shards in here. If you know, if I don't end up liking this, I'm gonna have to do this all over again with another pedal board. But I'm hoping I can make this bag work. It's a little bit ripped up, but I think it'll be okay. It's not just the bag though. The not having the slots in the front is kind of a problem. I could drill right through here. Now I got this Munster new drill. Okay, so this is the out. It's this side. So we're gonna see. First of all, we're gonna see if we can't get these self-tapping screws into here. And I know you're really not supposed to take these back out, but we're reusing them already. Should probably buy some more, but kind of want to thread these in and then take them back out. Oh yeah, no problem. Nice. Perfect. More aluminum shrapnel. Put this in by hand. Yeah, it looks good. Good, great. Pretty solid. I should probably use Loctite on some of this stuff. Should have used Loctite on the feet. Did not. All right. So lock on the top. This one is going to have power out, so that can power an FR cabinet. I got some adapters, power con or whatever, decon, I don't know what that's called. This is going to be an output for song playing functions, because remember this one was supposed to do what the Helix can do, and then some actually. FR I'm going to put on upside down, and then I'm going to put that new isolator on. I should just order another isolator. Maybe I'll put the cheap isolator on this board. I don't know. Here's the PA out. So I'm going to make the PA out up and down like normal. Oh, shoot. You know what I need? One of these needs to be the headphone outs. PA, FR. And I need a headphone out. I could put it on the other side, or I could put the alternate output. I'm going to put the alternate output on the other side. This will be the headphone out. So the alternate outs are going to be for like track playback, click tracks for the band, that kind of thing. And I don't use it that often, but this side I need. The output for the power is handy, so I'm going to leave that on this side. I'm going to put the alternate out on the other side, which isn't ideal, but that's how we're going to do it. Okay, and I need to charge this, I think. It says it's charged, but I don't know. Screw these in. Kind of planning on leaving here at 1 o'clock. So if you guys can tell me when 1 o'clock's coming near, that would be cool. Oh man, I just thought about it. Not having that slot in the front is going to make the power supply really hard to zip tie in here. I'm really thinking about going with one of those professional power supplies. I used to have the Voodoo Labs one. I don't like that one. But one of those new Chalks ones or whatever, probably okay. So I'm going to be putting the power strip right here. And normally I'd zip tie that in there, but there's no slots here. So I'm not sure how I'm going to do that. And then this thing right here, I know you don't have to, but this is electricity being carried here. So that's power levels, you know, so I'm going to put that sleeve over it so I'm not as paranoid. All right, so for this side, all I really got so far is the output. Power out to, or sorry, this is the power input. Yeah, this is power in. I did have the 1/4 inch in. I'm going to need PA input to headphones, and I'll put the headphone outputs on this side. So we'll look at that when I get there. Put these guys in real quick. Shrapnel. It's by hand. I'm a little bit less scared of it. Oh, you know what I got to do right now that I forgot to do? I have to do some transfers. Let me do that right now. So I got to get some bands, some transfers real quick. See if I can do that from here. I was going to transfer it to my drive first, but I think I'm just going to see if I can do it right from this Mac. Let me try. Drive. Yeah, I should have thought about this. Normally I transfer this to my hard drive, but I think the hard drive is full. So, oh, can I actually zip this? Oh, Apple let me zip it. Compress. About 33 minutes. 40 minutes. I don't know any other way to share a folder on Google Drive except for by zipping it. I mean, I could add it to my Google Drive. Yeah, I'm just gonna zip it here. Never mind. Okay. So that's taken care of for now. Be right back. 1 second. So thinking about this, yeah, let's see. Let me pull this back up real quick. So power input, headphone input. I'm going to have the outputs for, actually, I'll probably make two separate ones. One for tracks out. I kind of want to have the headphones out in stereo just in case I want to use it that way. It should be a female 1/4-inch jack. Man, how should I do this? Put that on this side. See, the RME Digiface USB has a headphone out, and that's actually what I was going to use to feed the FR in the main PA system. But that's going to be mono. And if I really do track playback, I kind of want it to be stereo, maybe. Nah, I'll do them all in mono. And I'll just use a mono thing for the headphones. Yeah, that's what I'll do. Never mind. I'll shut up now. All right. So I'm going to put one more FLR male on this side. Let me see if I have those handy. I think I had it in here. Might be someplace else, though. Oh, yeah, here it is right here. Now, do I have more jacks for that? That's the question. Now, how much is it going to bug me that I don't have a stereo out? Because I really am just using, I'm not using the digital to analog to, yeah, digital to analog converter, but I could. I'm going to put this right here. So that'll be the output for auxiliaries, whatever I want to call those. All right, let me screw these back in. These are glow-in-the-dark inlays. They're cheap. All my guitars have them. Oh, these look really skinny. I thought, do I have bigger ones too? How about the lumen lays? Those are really expensive. They didn't really end up working any better. I think this is them, actually. Is this? God, it looks so much smaller on the guitar. Hold on. I swear these are smaller. Oh, well. See how easy I get distracted? Stop getting distracted. Well, I've been on here for an hour and a half now. And what time is it? Where's my phone? It is 11:30. Okay, I'm still in good shape. We'll see how far we get. Okay, let me see how my transfer's going. says 30 minutes. Okay, so not well. So let's put this back on. If I can use this tonight at practice, that'd be awesome. I'm not really counting on it, but I do have to equalize some levels and things. But man, this is so much smaller than the other setup. And we're going to see if it actually fits, though, because it may not. Okay, so here it's going to be a big problem. I'm very tempted to cut this cable down so it's not such a mess in here. So depending on where the USB stuff goes, you know, which way should this be? Should it be this way or should it be the other way? And you can see why I needed the hot glue, because let's see if I can clean this up a little bit. Maybe I can get it close. Now these do have the screw things, but that's not really. I'm very tempted to actually just use dual lock to hold this in. The dual lock is strong as hell, man. It's amazing stuff. The hot glue just peels right off, you know, except for when you really want it to, then it won't come off at all. I used to hot glue the D subs for patch bays because yeah, it's just so sketchy. I do have a putty knife. Saw it, but I don't remember where. It might be my guitar box. If I manage to not injure myself with this, it'll be a miracle. Yeah, just put that hammer back. Better. I didn't answer the question whether to put the USBs on this side. So I want space down here because I'm thinking I want to put my converters on the underside. Maybe not. Man, this is all a tight fit. Tight squeeze. Would be better if it's the other way. See, this is the output. I don't want the USB to go out there. Oh man, this is not cool for how the cables are going to get routed. All right, I'm going to put this here for now. And it's going to be a little bit sketchy. Hopefully this one spot works for the P58. Or maybe I should just use the P58's power supply. Let me see. Save that one spot for something else. See, I can't tell if this is charging or what. This one has a much smaller. Oh yeah, this is definitely not going to work. Okay, hopefully this one spot works because I'm not going to use that other wall wart. It is an abomination. All right, plug this in. See if this actually. I mean, it'd be stupid to make your pedal not work with a one spot. Okay, that works fine. Okay, so I'm just gonna use the one spot. Not gonna use this. This is going in the box of guitar goodies. So that means I have to figure out a way to zip tie this in or hot glue it. Rather it's zip tied than hot glued, but I'm wondering, can I just use dual lock? How likely is that dual lock to hold up? A big bag of zip ties. I think this is going to be big enough. This one might be. The other one had the slot in here. I could really pinch it down easy. Okay. Yeah, if I had a way to, if I put something right there, that would actually keep this from flopping around. That might be the way to go. Like even a drumstick right here. Just really hold it down. Trying to figure out exactly where to put the corner. That might help if the corner piece hits something. That's pretty solid. Put one more on here. Yeah. Yeah, see, that works. I could slide that one in like that. This works much better. Be doing a lot of clipping. I really want the end nippers. I forget where I put them. I might have put them in the bag that I can't get to now. I know I got dual lock in there too. So this is the input. So this is going to come right here. That's going to power that P58. I may as well tie this up now. So wanted to put the converter on the underside if I can, but I may not be able to. I'm going to, let me just plug this stuff in for now. Yeah, there's not much room here. See, this is going to take up a lot. Cut this down. This should really clear things up. And I think without these feet, this thing would even hit. I really want to tuck this in some way that it's not in the way, but I don't know that there's really a smart way to do that. I don't want it to hit the ground. Yeah, that is ugly. That is a problem. I'll tie this together for now, and we'll see. We might have to do some serious wiggling later. And zip tying it through to the top, sure, it makes it more secure, but also makes it hard to get pieces there if the zip tie ends up right where the dual lock would need to be. So hopefully that's not going to happen. I can always cut this if it's really a problem. And just that power supply by itself adds so much weight to this thing. It's crazy. All right, so this guy's going to go like over here. The further I can get this down, the more I can put this charger just right here, which would make it really convenient. So I'm going to start laying this out, figure this out. All the important stuff. So the pedal board. Okay, so I'm going to need dual lock here. So the top row definitely needs dual lock. Let me get some dual lock. It's a brand new one. Really need the scissors. Where in the world did I put the scissors? I got little ones, but I don't know that they're going to work. I got these, but somewhere I have regular size scissors. All right, here's some in-between size scissors. Maybe these will be okay. Okay. I'm just going to put this in for now because I want to see where the computer is going. So if I put it this way, the problem's going to be pressing that button. If I put it this way, the problem is going to be all the jacks that are going to be on this side. And where am I going to put the USB hub? If I put it this way, and it's hitting, that's no good. Oh, you know, the other thing is, I won't be able to make the MIDI in here, which I need. Man, if they would, oh yeah, see all the USB port. Oops, I didn't think about this part. Like I have to, oh, and I have to have the jacks clear. Wow, okay. This is a problem. So I can use 90-degree USB. That might work. I don't have a 90-degree MIDI. Maybe I can move this over a little bit. Let me see if I do have a 90-degree USB port. I think I do. I bought a bunch of them, but I don't know that I know where I put them. And I don't know if that's the right ones. What is this? This is micro USB. I don't need mini USB. Okay, here we go. So USB. This is USB A to A. I need B. Shoot. Well, I know I have right angle USB B. Oh, here's a USB C. That'll help. If that carries a charge. Man, see, this is wrong. Shoot. Yeah, those are all USB A. Shoot. That's not going to help. I think this will help for this, though. I think I can get this out of the way. It would be nice if it was a right angle, and then, I can just plug it in. That maybe. Maybe that'll fit in the bag. Then they can charge while it's sitting there. We'll see. All right, so this is a problem. Getting the Mac in the right place. I could do right angle cables for the jack, for the expression pedals. I'm sure I got them. The choice would be to put this pedal board way further down here. I'm almost positive I have USB B angle jacks though. Hold on. I think I actually have cables that are angled too. I don't know where I would have put them. I might have some in here. If I had right angle MIDI jacks, that would really help. But I'm trying to think of how the cables are made for those. That might do it as well. I know I actually have USB cables that are angled. Multiple Focusrite Scarlett interfaces. ADAT cables. Another touchscreen monitor. That's the first one I tried for that thing. USB extenders. May end up needing those. HDMI, USB-C, USB-C. Because for this exact build, I actually bought a right angle USB cable for the computer. And I think I need a dual USB-C to USB-A as well for the XVive P58 whatever thing. Well, shoot, man. Don't know where that jack is, because that would make things a lot safer. only places it could be. And I know I have these right angle USBs because I bought them just for this purpose. How far can I put this? I put this all the way out here. Is that enough room for the USB? Maybe. That might actually just work, but I'd way rather have the right angle USB. Um, what do we got here? This thing's huge. And that helps, but man, that thing's big. Yeah, that doesn't really help. Okay. Yeah, this thing is so big. The cable I had was way smaller. Oh. Yay! Here we go. There we go. All right, so that makes this part tolerable, but the MIDI in still can't reach. And then the power switch is down here, which isn't ideal. If I do this the other way, that's in the way of the MIDI in. Actually, this would have to be way out here. That's no good. If it goes like this, that's really no good. This isn't that bad, but having the HDMI here, not that helpful. So here's the problem, is these jacks. Okay, let me lay out the expression pedals. See how far I can get away with. This one's way over here. These can be pretty close together, but Actually, on my Helix, they're way closer than this. Ideally, this is going to be like this. I got to run these cables here. I need some space. The hub's going to be a problem too. Sounds like this. You can get the MIDI in here. Can get the. I think I can move this far enough over. I could actually make those a lot closer together. That's completely clear. Midian can still get in there. There's space here. This would actually be okay. So you gotta think about the touch screen. So this would be, I want this far from the pedals. So I really need a way to pick this up here. The hub's gonna have to go somewhere. So this thing has like it's kind of backwards the way this is made. I'd rather, you know, I don't know that this thing can go upside down either. I can't remember if you can flip the screen. Should check that. If I can flip the screen, then I can make this angle here. That would be kind of cool. I should plug that in and find out. Yeah, let me do that real quick. Kind of a really specific USB cable that this thing used. Okay, so we're gonna see if I can flip the screen over on this thing. It says USB-A out. That's interesting. My eyeballs are so bad. So settings. Let's see. I don't know what any of this means. Yeah, I don't think I can flip this over. This thing was like 70 bucks. I mean, this is so cheap. Amazing. Well, what is this? I don't know what I just did. It's not letting me pick that. It looks like that's what I want to mess with, though. I don't know what that does. What is that? I want to go there. What does this mean? I have no idea. What that does. All right, well, I don't think I can flip this, so maybe I'll build up. I'll use something to build up some height. So this just tilts the wrong way. But that's okay for now. Let me turn this down. Yeah, see, this is kind of tricky to... Having the hardest time. That's where I was able to shut this down easier before. There we go. Yeah, that's the touch screen is kind of the weak link here. Okay, so I think this is how it's going to be. Figure out where to put the hub. If I even need this hub, we'll see. But I think I'm going to put the computer about right here, and then I'll run the cables in there. Should be decent. See if I can... I'm not sure that that's grabbing on all that good, but I'm lifting up the pedal board by it. So if I can get this MIDI in here, think about what pieces absolutely need to get to the here. So the audio interface and MIDI pedal, I think those are the most important ones. Ooh, man, this is a huge mess, and I got to do guitar lessons in here later. Oh, what is this? Hold on. Dual Type-C USB. I think I already ordered what I was just about to order off of Amazon. Hold on. Oh, yes, that's it. Okay, perfect. If I have this, this is what I needed. All right, good. Hey. So this hub, I would love it if I had enough room to have my volume knobs here. That's going to make the audio a little bit weird, but that's okay. I'm okay with that. Let me start trying to hook up this Mac. So the things that are going to need to go USB to the audio interface and the main MIDI pedal. That's the two that I'm really worried about to have actual USB straight to here. The Do-Re MIDI can go to here. I don't know if there's any other USB stuff. See if we can't mount the you know what, I should probably dual lock. Yeah, see, I should have got this top dual locked first. Does it matter? Yeah, see. All right, I'm probably gonna have to re-zip tie that. See how much dual lock I actually have. I don't need any more on the bottom here. This is actually, that's fine. I might need one on the top here. Might need one on the bottom here. Okay, so I'm gonna cut some of these zip ties that I already just put on, sadly. Kind of want one more here. I guess I can just put more little bits here. No need to waste that whole chunk. Kind of hanging over the edge. I didn't do this that good the first time. So let me see where this is gonna sit. I don't know if I want to blow a whole bunch of dual lock on this, but let's just fill in these spaces. That's a whole nother chunk of dual lock gone, man. I really go through this stuff quick. And I really could probably put the MIDI captain way over. Oh man, that is on there. Sheesh. Crazy. Dual lock is nuts, man. Where did I put the screwdriver? I got to get this one off. I don't want to break the pedal. Oh, crazy. Where? We'll just put the rest of that dual L right there. Yeah, look, I barely got any left. Sheesh. Stuff's expensive too. I put dual lock on this. Somewhere on here. Well, I guess I own it now. Easy. Yeah, I still got a bunch of mixes to do. See how that transfer's going. 30 minutes still. All right. I don't know. When this thing goes to sleep, does it stop compressing, or is Mac just really slow and crappy at compressing? Still says 30 minutes. That really sucks. I don't know if it's because the computer went to sleep. Okay, so this is one of the few things I'm pretty sure about where it's going. Oh, that is loose. Not cool. Might have to put some Loctite on there. So I'm going to run the power cable through there. Pretty good, probably. This is going to go into the converter. Still don't know if the converter is going on the bottom or the top. So I got to re-zip tie this. Pretty slick. Now that I got a second chance, let's see if I can't get this corner where it belongs this time. That feels solid. I would love to use this at practice tonight. I don't know that that's going to happen. That's definitely possible. I don't have some of the levels exactly right yet either, so I can mirror the HDMI on here, but it's so behind. It's like this weird latency with the mouse that it's not a little bit, it's a lot. Some of the stuff I could zip tie later. I mean, I could add later. It's not really super necessary right now. I want to definitely get these USB things in here. This is going to power the headphone. So this is kind of hard to get to with the... Let me get the hardest ones first. So this needs to be powered. The converter needs to be powered. And the do-re-mi thing needs to be powered. That's what I know so far. This is plenty long, so I can deal with that later. I think this is going to come out like here. And this is going to power the... or it might go out the top. We'll fight that battle. Burn that bridge when we get there. Mac is going to be on this side, so let me... There. What else needs to be plugged in? Mac, power out. Nothing else use power? See, this is why I'm thinking I could use one of those power supplies. It wouldn't power this. Yeah, I'm not sure. These flat pack cables are kind of a nightmare to wrap up as well. A little bit worried about that. Put that through the top. This USB is going to be over here. And there's going to be one for the yeah, I'll do that later. There's going to be one for the audio interface. Like, see, I'm worried about how to wrap this up without messing it up. I think that you wrap it flat to itself. Well, we'll plug them in and then we'll start trying to make that better. I'll try and keep this flat. So depending on how I can run this, I'd like these to power. I would love it if I can leave the U45 like sitting on here someplace, Velcroed on, and then just charging. That would be awesome. That would be ideal. I don't know that that's possible. I'm going to leave it. I'll just leave it on the bottom for now until I know where it's going. I know that other USB is going to be coming through here. There's going to be two coming through here. Not sure where the whatchamacallit's going to go. The hub. I do need the hub, unfortunately. I don't know if when this turns off on the screen, that stops going. 11.13. I don't know that this is zipping when the Mac's not going. See, this, making this at an angle is scaring me. So this is actually gonna have to come out further than I thought. I don't want to take any chances of that thing breaking. I kind of want to put it closer because it's not really on there. How close can it go? This has to be way over here. Shoot. I wish that, oh, yes, oh, no, the USB is fine. That's right. Yeah, I wish that they had the USB implementation better. Then I wouldn't have to worry about this as much. Let me grab that MIDI cable. If these were right angles, this would be a little bit easier. Ooh, that is definitely a problem. This was at a better angle. And I wonder if they make them at a right angle. This is really far over. Let me just. It's still better spacing than I have on my Helix. We're okay. All right, sorry. I got to get ready for guitar lessons, so I'm gonna go put this stuff away. It's just an absolute disaster in here right now. But I think this is starting to work. I will see you guys later. Let me just gonna hopefully